David Flores got 4 years for sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl. When he was released from jail, he listed Haven for Hope as his address. But when Flores failed to check in, officers with SAPD's sex offender registration detail learned he hadn't been to the shelter in weeks.
And if they're not where they're supposed to be, then we take the necessary actions as far as possibly serving a warrant or getting more information on them on why they didn't check in when they were supposed to.
Flores was eventually picked up and charged with failing to comply with sex offender registration requirements. According to the state's registry, Flores is one of 238 sex offenders living in the 78207 zip code. 52 of them list Haven for Hope as their address.
This is a place for them to come. Otherwise, they would be out in the streets in your neighborhood.
Laura Calderon says the shelter does not turn away homeless sex offenders, but they only have limited access to the campus.
While homeless sex offenders are welcome here in the courtyard, Haven for Hope does have several policies and procedures in place to keep them separated from areas where single women and families reside.
We have families on the transformational side, and so for that reason, we do not accept sex offenders.
Courtyard residents have distinct name tags and cannot gain access to the rest of the campus. Doors are locked and officers are on patrol around the clock. At night, men and women sleep in separate areas of the courtyard. The shelter also maintains a very close relationship with local law enforcement.
Sometimes they share mugshots with us. Other times they give us names if they don't have pictures.
No matter where sex offenders are living, officers are keeping tabs to make sure they're following the law.
We take this particular situation, sex offenders, very seriously, and we're constantly checking on them and making sure that they're where they need to be.
Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.